Hi, so I'm Lorna Berman. I'm the Distribution and Partnership Manager for usecure, and I cover EMEA and APAC. And we're here at Beyond Amsterdam with PAX 8 today, and we're lucky enough to have one of our partners here. So I'd like to introduce our rather lovely partner.
Thank you. So my name is Dan Gardner. I'm Head of Infrastructure and Security at Bonga IT. We're an MSP in the northeast of England, and we're also a partner of the wonderful usecure.
Fabulous. So Dan, how long have you been using usecure, and what sort of attracted you to our solution over other ones that you might have looked at in the past?
Yeah, sure. So we've been using usecure for about 18 months now. We actually used a couple of other platforms in the past. We found that this become less and less functional from a UK point of view. So we lost out on a lot of the GDPR elements with a lot of other products. So they focus more on the Americas side. usecure caters a lot more to the European EMEA. And it's just something that we thought that we needed to start to cater our customers a little bit more. usecure is a much more intuitive platform, we believe anyway, and it seems to be getting developed upon a lot more frequent than other platforms, which is it's really positive.
It really helps then, doesn't it, with the development and feedback? And
yeah, it's that constant feedback and constant development that we see. So we get the updates pretty much weekly. The little chat box that pops up in the bottom right, it keeps us informed, which allows us to keep our customers informed.
Brilliant, brilliant. So obviously you work a lot with your clients, and what sort of behaviour do you find is most common when sort of trying to help support around human risk and security awareness and that type of thing? What sort of trends do you see?
Yeah, so there's a lot of stigma with human risk. There's also a lot of misunderstanding of human risk from our clients. So trying to educate them in what human risk is and ultimately the risk to their business. That's a key thing that we try and push.
Right.
The human risk element, it has developed from just looking at an individual and ultimately trying to find out their faults and punishing them for it. That's not the etiquette that we want to sort of push towards our clients. We want
that blame game.
It is, yeah, it's exactly that. And a lot of clients are still stuck in the ways of thinking that it's a blame game. What we're trying to do is broaden their horizon to understand, look, it's no longer a blame game. It's an educational point of view.
Yeah.
It's ultimately to help not only the business grow, but the individuals grow as well.
Yeah, and I think if you've got that culture of building people's esteem, so they're not afraid to ask questions or make mistakes and then learn from them. I think in this day and age now, we're getting more comfortable with sort of saying, we don't understand why you're asking us to do this. So do you think that would be true?
Yeah, definitely. So I think there's again, as you said, there's a lot of misunderstanding from end users of thinking that we're trying to catch them out. But ultimately we're not. We're actually trying to help them, and it's not even helping them from a professional point of view. There's elements that we can help them from their personal lives. So educating them about how to do better password sanitation, ensuring that those passwords aren't being reused over and over, educating them on how to handle credit card information, whether that be their own credit card information or the company's credit card information. So there is a lot of crossover between personal and business.
Yeah, and I think now there's a mix of sort of management, corporate management, down to, you know, the IT guys used to be the IT guys in basement in the cellar,
Exactly.
cellar dwellers.
Yeah,
and I think now, because of how cybersecurity has developed and compliancy and all these frameworks that businesses have to follow now, you know, it has to come from the top, and the people at the top have not got the same knowledge as the IT guys, as does the receptionist, doesn't know as much. So I think more businesses have to educate every level of their workforce, and understand why.
It's that waterfall effect ultimately. You start at the top and try and build your way back down.
Yeah.
There's a lot of a lot of resistance from certain individuals because of that sort of the disconnect between authority. So a lot of people understand that, okay, well, the executive team, yeah, they need to be secure because they've got the keys to the kingdom. What has my job role got to do with security?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need that because all I do is X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. Answer emails.
Exactly, yeah. But ultimately, every single person within the business is responsible for the security of that business.
Yeah.
Therefore, we as an MSP are responsible for helping them secure that business.
Yeah.
And that's where the human risk management comes in.
Yeah. So obviously with the businesses that you deal with, how do you see the roles of those employees changing? Do you see much change in that? Or, you know, has it sort of stayed the same? Or has the mindset changed?
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing a really big shift in mindset now. So again, because of the education point of view, we're starting to develop the security side of it more than the compliance and conformity.
Yeah.
So that the security is becoming more of a higher precedent ultimately. So we're seeing a big shift in how people are basically working day to day because they're needing to adopt the new security standards, the new policies, the new procedures, and compliance is becoming a huge thing.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of increase in compliancy challenges because the frameworks are now filtering down to small business, and not all of those small businesses are aware necessarily. And I think that then changes you as an MSP. Your responsibility then is as a trusted advisor. You're the one that they're going to turn to know about the best advice to give. So I suppose it's important for you to have a security stack that ticks all those boxes, but again is then easy to manage and easy to, you know, deploy and tick along. And hopefully we help along that path somewhat.
Yeah, definitely. And from a sort of educational point of view for the executive teams to start to build up different questions around compliancy. So usecure is brilliant for that because usecure will slot in questions and challenge thinking on things that certain exec teams will never have come across before.
Right.
So the likes of GDPR was a huge shift, and no one quite understood what the framework was because ultimately the framework wasn't definitive enough.
Yeah.
It was left very open.
There wasn't one really, was there?
Yeah, exactly. So exactly. And from a MSP point of view, we were being asked questions of, well, what should we be doing? How should we be doing this? And there wasn't one answer to it. We had to manipulate it for each business, and it was difficult ultimately.
Yeah.
But what usecure is allowing us to do is give that information to the exec teams. The exec teams can then ingest that information and start to build tailored questions back to us, and we can then help build that structure within their business.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
No
You've
problem.
been really insightful. I hope whoever's watching this will glean some benefits from what we've talked about, and get in touch with us or Dan.
Yeah.
And hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much, Dan.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thank you.